So as always, timestamps should exist. If I sound different, it's because I'm a little sick, but otherwise, yeah, I have been trying to ascend the tower. Boy, oh boy, well, I'm just trying to brute force the tower. Again, we're just going through the events just in case you forgot, but I'm going to try to make these videos at least 45-ish minutes, well, 30 minutes to an hour, pretty much, give or take, but I'm going to be so unaccustomed to this because I am too used to New Game Plus. Basically, I'm just going to New Game Plus my main save a lot. This save I'll call, I guess, the YouTube save, but because I'm just going to all my recordings are going to be on this, but I might show you the other one, or if you want to see it, let me know. Also, we did happen to get quite lucky with some of these, or I think all of these traits, really, except for maybe Scared of Fire, but aside from that, we should be relatively okay. Now, our defender having Monocore is interesting, but I've looked into a few things, but as we get through this, because it's been a long time since I upgraded proposals, just doing a quick little check to see just to see what I need, although I'm probably only bringing about 1 or 2 characters per first new games, because I plan to do this a lot, but because we're on very hard plus, I'm not going to call this a nightmare run, because my settings, in case you forgot, where is it? So, here are my settings really quickly. I won't do this too often, probably every now and again, but just so that you can see what my settings are, I'll just show this really quickly, and should probably be a timestamp. And if Future Jordan doesn't make this a timestamp, then hey. But otherwise, I think the only really things I tweaked is maybe 10% enemy stuff, and then quest rewards and bonuses are decreased to the max. But other than that, no, I'm not working with Doom Clock. For those who don't know, basically, there's a setting, if you didn't see it, where I think I actually want to rest here too. No, I don't have enough to heal people. There's a setting to basically make enemies stronger as days go by, based on a set number of days that you can set. But because I'm not going to do that, I'm not going to do that. Yeah, my throat. But aside from that, I mean, there's not really a game over. You can get not soft lock, but you can be in a bad loop, and that's essentially dictated. So to simplify it, the soft enrage here is running out of funds to pay off your adventures. But otherwise, aside from that, you have all the time in the world, unless you've set the Doom Clock, basically. Or set the time. There's a specific... I'm just going to actually find out. Yeah, I know, dog. I'm forgetting what everything is. So, yeah, enemy bonus level over time. If I hover over this, enemies will gain bonus level depending on how many days have passed. And yeah, that's pretty much it. There's a little side thing there about how it won't affect enemies that are already loaded, like if you're on the field map, but aside from that, yeah, you get what I mean. Anywho, yeah, I'm just gonna play it safe here. No reason to take any loss of adventures. I do have permadeath, but I'm not on Iron Man, just to say, so hey, and so we lose the performers. That's fine for the moment, but I don't want to just sit here the whole time. So let's go on another quest, and I think we can handle 2-star. It's gonna be really dicey at times, but I think I can handle 2-star. So let's go in. So not really much to show here, though. I should probably bring someone else with me, if for no other reason than to level them up. Yeah, so we're gonna bring a knight. I normally bring another archer or another priest, but in this case, I know who I'm gonna make the priest for this run, so I'm not gonna do that. Let me see here. I think we need actually 20, just to be safe. I'm just going to play it safe here. Usually, I only bring enough for 1 rest, really, but because I'm working with pretty much new adventures, again, if you didn't already hear, I am playing through a main save as well. I think I'm on New Game Plus 5, so low for what I want to do in the tower, and I think I'm on floors 30 to 40-ish in the tower, trying to push 40, if not 50, but I'm pretty sure I'm trying to push 40, and boy oh boy, is it not the greatest. Thank goodness your characters don't die in the tower, but it is still a thing, and I'm basically just trying to brute force through things. I could go to the tutorial. I should probably do that in another video. Everything that you need to know about the game, maybe aside from maybe 5 to 10% of things, is in-game through the tutorial, so yeah, after that, it's obviously prior knowledge, but since, theoretically speaking, if you're playing our adventuring guild, unless you're, making content on it, although that's kind of that's kind of a Schrodinger's cat anyway, you're probably doing more than 1 run, but if you are doing more than 1 run, yeah, there will be things that come down to, that come down to knowledge. So I actually want to rest here. How big is this? This is a small map, right? It has to be 2-star, right? Yeah. So we will take our first rest now. And I think the thief can lower our ambush chance. I really don't like getting ambushed, even though most of the time it's not really a problem, but hey. Oh wait, I can't scout things yet anyway. Anywho. Yeah, I think we'll just take... we'll take physical resistance, stealth on the thief, and the free spell. And off we go. But otherwise, for those who don't know, yes, essentially the maps do get bigger, so therefore you're taking more supplies. That's what I'm trying to say. Basically, if you want to learn with me, feel free to do so, although I do know a fair bit. I'm not like... If you asked me a question off the blue, say if I were streaming, I would not be able to answer the question, but... there is a lot I can do. So, yeah, 3 turns. I don't lose it if I... Oh, never mind. Uses any skill. Well, hey... thankfully, for a while, enemies will not have true sight, meaning they are not able to... Oh my goodness, that's right. We get outsped there. Meaning that enemy... Do I want to actually do that? I don't think I want to do that. If you're stealth, you don't have to worry about getting hit. That's what I'm trying to say. Oh my goodness, I guess lightning, then fine. We're gonna gamble on 95%. If you miss one, we'll stop gambling, but until that happens, hey. Also, yeah, that's right. My defender is... at level or low leveled anyway, so I will not be able to take initiative basically. But for the moment, also I should not have done what I did because I don't have adrenaline. I was planning the adrenaline so I can get the defender out of the thing, but I mean we're not going to do much with this knight anyway, so we're just going to throw the knight over it in the corner, and everything will be left to everyone else pretty much to do the jobs. That being said, if there's an important attack I need to hit, for example, yeah, if I want to use the thief for damage, yeah, I should probably do that. Now, we don't have stealth, so we could just get ganged up on here, but hopefully it's okay. I guess we'll find out. Also, yeah, no one has counters yet, so I should just kind of come out and do stuff. Oh, chain attacks would be so nice, but that's probably not going to happen, so... Yeah, so for the mage and thief, I really should not be doing things. I'm going to try to speed through this because, yeah, there's a lot to this game. So, basically, the more efficiently I can play, the quicker my runs will be. But also, the quicker I act, the quicker my videos will be too. So, hey. But, that doesn't mean I can just go willy-nilly and do whatever I want, because if I do that and people end up dying, like for example, if I throw this knight too far forward and she gets ganged up on, then that would not be great either. And in fact, I think the thief's gonna go first, so funny enough, my initiative here is going to be really out of whack for the moment, and everyone is kind of ganging up on the thief. Never mind, I lied. Hey, get out of stun. And yeah, if I can, again, I'm too used to having a better priest to say without spoiling anything. So I was like, oh, I can heal again immediately. No, I have to burn voltage. Voltage, is that what it's called? Beyond limit. Basically get more BP. And I don't have stealth yet, so I can't do much else for the moment. We can get rid of this enemy though, so... I think we're just going to stay on top of this for the sake of accuracy. Even though I think they all have max... Well, close enough. Yeah, close enough. 93%, that's pretty much close enough. So, the height advantage isn't really doing much for me here, but for my accuracy, it will. So, that's why it makes more sense. We're going to push you as well. And I am taking risk. If I miss one, it can be really bad. But, until that moment, I don't know why I'm blocking here when it's clear that it's going to target the thief. I don't have any control yet, so, yeah, there's not much I can do. Can the bishop? No, we need to focus on healing the thief. So instead, we gotta make use of these bushes. Berry bushes? I don't know. I'm just gonna call them bushes. So, probably gonna heal more just healing than getting rid of the poison. Although it would probably be good to just do that as well, because we're probably gonna be in this battle for another turn. Again, if nothing else, I am going to commentate for the sake of... Oh, hold on, let's get rid of the boss. Commentate for the sake of going through my mindset, if nothing else, but really just commentating for you, the viewer, especially for those on mobile. I keep saying that, and the reason why I say that is because, for those who don't know, if you watch any videos on anywhere, really, not just on this platform, you'll find that watching it on a 7 to 10 inch screen... I don't know, I'm not calculating that correctly. But basically, on a smaller screen, it's harder to read text on screen. So therefore, it falls to the content creator or streamer to probably narrate what's happening. And again, if my voice sounds raspy, it's because I do have a sore throat at the moment, so shrug. But we should be able to just gang up on this last enemy here, and we'll be okay. That being said, we are going to do a thing. Why did you lose BP? Anywho, let's just go all out here. We shouldn't need to really up our accuracy, because by the time everyone finishes attacking, we don't need to worry about the enemy taking another turn. But yeah. So that being said, again, just to reiterate, I think a few players have said this already, but I can definitely attest to it myself, in that if you just play on very hard, you will run out of inventory space. So that's a funny little plus minus to removing or lowering your rewards, because it's likely you'll still end up filling up space. Now, if you're rushing quests, that's less likely. That's never going to happen. But if you're taking the time to go through quests and whatnot, and kind of pick up everything on the map, then yeah, sure, right? I don't want to rush forward, so we're just going to leave the mage in the back here. We don't have range. It makes me so sad. And Eleanor here is going to stay in the back. We're just going to have the defender rush forward. We can't really do much else. Yeah, we can't really do much else. So we just stand here and do blocks. Probably going to get stunned. That's fine. We want the defender to take all the aggro, because our total HP is going to be affected by how the defender controls things. Now, after I attack with Thief here, and we're actually going to guarantee this, yeah, we're going to see the aggro change by quite a bit. But for the moment, I do want my defender to move, though. And on top of that, I should probably heal just to be safe. One really nice thing is that at a certain point, so if you run out of SP for any class, well, mainly I think it's just bishops, then they eventually start casting from HP, which isn't the best, but it's supposed to. There is still a positive and negative. The big positive is, yes, you're still able to heal. The negative, as I think we're just gonna try to let this enemy bleed out. The negative obviously is that they lose HP. And so if they're squishy for whatever reason, because you can make a squishy priest, especially one that's focused on DPS. Okay, are we just gonna die here? That would be really bad. So Eleanor does have to try and do a thing here. I'm gonna make her run up, but boy, oh boy, is this painful. Are we gonna lose here? Okay, not yet. Again, this is kind of a re-zero, although I did not save, so this is kind of worrying me. But I think we can just double up on the thingamajiggies. Also, do I have screen shake on? It doesn't affect me too much, but it does make me a bit, not woozy, but it is a thing. Let me see. Disable screen. Okay, yeah, disable. Okay, anyway, moving on. We're gonna retreat for a moment here. Also, I didn't notice. What? Really? What happened to my settings? Why is that happening? Don't tell me that's a bug. I would be a little sad. But yeah, no automatic camera movement. Well, hey. Oh, never mind. I don't have it yet, so I can't actually cast from HP. So, can I toss... Am I in range? Yes. The bad news is that we do not have enough of a thing. Just trying to figure out how much damage I can do. Fine. I took a risk there, by the way. In fact, I'm even going to use more BP so we can try to get rid of this enemy. Now that I hit that. Kind of an option select. So I call things option select, but I think here it is an option select. I'm using the term correctly. But what I mean by that is that if I had missed the first attack at 95%, I would not have doubled up and tried to have... I wouldn't have tried to do a second attack. But if I did hit it, then I can basically spend 40 BP doing another guaranteed attack, which is the option select. So, yeah, no need to use resources where I don't need to use them, but if I can get rid of an enemy, I will use the resources. That's all I'm trying to say. Oh yeah, saddest. So, I don't... character loses BP when they don't attack. I'm gonna take the risk here. Our thief should, yeah, especially if we defeat one enemy, our thief should not suffer. All we have left is range units, so we might as well just have everyone go all out. That being said... Oh yeah, also because we don't have control yet, So we can't taunt enemies is what this game uses, or is the vocabulary this game uses. I can call it aggro, I can call it CC, but you get what I'm trying to say. I can't make enemies attack who I want to attack, so they'll keep going for whoever's the quote-unquote weakest. Now, this archer running away is a bit annoying, but we can box them in and be fine. In fact, let's try and speed this up because, yeah, we don't have any people left. So, knock you into someone, because for now that's going to be a bit more damage. And off we go. Yeah, I'm going to be clearing my throat a lot this video. Also, funny enough, did not take medicine for my sore throat, so I have only done this to myself. I'm pretty sure that footprint there is not something I should be interacting with. But you know what? Hey, we'll find out. Oh, never mind. It's fine. So, we don't have any kind people. Well, we do our best. Hopefully when we run back into it. Don't become animal hater. Nah. Well, hey. I mean, it's a positive effect, but if you didn't know, basically traits have their side effects depending on events and stuff as well. Yeah, so we need to defeat enemies. Might as well take another rest because we're in pain. Yeah, and we'll probably call it for the quest here. So, bleh. So, polished armor not really helping out at the moment because we do not have, yeah, we don't have any way to control enemies. So if Maxwell is not taking damage here, there's not really a point giving him, extra mitigation when he's not taking damage, if that makes any sense. Yeah, so we don't have any more potions too, so I kind of need to be a bit wary. I could have healed more SP for Kristen here too, so she can use more recovery spells, but yeah, that didn't happen. Is this gonna be an okay map for me? No ranged unit, so I can just plug this up. So you know what? We're gonna do that. So we're gonna strategically place ourselves in a way that they can't really reach anyone else. And this should be a pretty simple fight. In fact, I could have Eleanor here, but because we can't reach the spot yet, then we're just going to stand here. Yeah, and I'm really sad. Yeah, again, excuse one last time, excuse the throat clearing. I am not feeling the best. So, yeah, I'm not going to have Lorraine stick out yet. We'll just try to thin the numbers a little bit, get rid of at least 2 enemies before we start going all out on damage. Yeah, that's all I have to say at the moment. So, do this. If we miss, so be it. If we don't, cool. But yeah, we'll have Maxwell stand here for a moment because, yeah. Now it would have been great to have extra damage mitigation, but it doesn't really matter anyway. That guy is going the other way because we plugged up the thing, but it's fine because we're about to get rid of some units here. And in fact, at this point, pretty much ending with BP, even being shaken, is not going to really hurt you if it's the last fight. Although, obviously, if you get shaken and you lose a turn and something bad happens, that's the negative. But what I'm trying to say is, being shaken won't, I'm pretty sure doesn't do anything for you outside of the quest. So really just being hit during the quest is one of the main factors of, you know, being injured, basically. Which, again, at this point, you might as well stand here and do. So, do we even do a lot of damage? If not, then there's little point. If he crit, I think we one-shot this. But we didn't, so yeah. Never mind, we get chain attacks. Cool. Yeah, on what I was just saying, I might as well just burn the BP here. Because that extra 10%, oh yeah, 10%, oh, who is that? Is anyone at, yeah. An extra 10 dodge, 10 block, well that can affect you. If you're new to this channel, I don't believe in RNG for myself most of the time, so I'm just gonna use it. I don't believe I'm going to, yeah, so we didn't block or dodge, so shrug, right? We don't have any more SP unless I burn a pot, but I don't want to do that, so we're just gonna stand here. Lorraine's already hurt, so we'll just make do with what we've got, but no point healing either unless that helps break a threshold, but since I'm feeling a bit confident, we're just gonna go all out here. Then we're just going to stand in front, although this enemy is probably going to go for a thing, unless I stun. Okay, good. I should have been doing that earlier. I did forget though. So so anyway, off we go. Basically, there are gonna be filler episodes where I'm trying to level up. Yeah, that's all I have to say. So let's just get out of this and move on with our lives. Now, if you miss a whole bunch of attacks, that's gonna make me a bit sad, but that shouldn't happen. And off we go. Now, we're gonna still skulk around for a moment, but if you're about to fight another enemy, I will leave the quest. So, we can also kite these enemies around, but if there's nothing else to grab, there's nothing else to grab. Could kite these enemies, but... Let's see. I'm pretty sure I picked up everything, right? Looks like I did. Can interact with that obstacle for extra experience here. Might make the difference. An extra 2-3 levels does make a difference in this game, but whether or not we pass is a different story. Okay. Yeah, so thieves are supposed to have more dexterity, but as it turns out, I think in the 2 examples I'm aware of, both of my thieves have more strength than my defender, which, you know what? In terms of the game makes sense, but anywho. I wonder if there was a point in the game's meta, because there is kind of meta in this game. Yeah, there was a point in which having a lot of strength as a defender made them overpowered, but I don't know. Anyway, yeah, so we want strength and dexterity, but if possible, I have now confirmed the importance of having endurance, because boy, oh boy, having extra HP is great. Oh, actually, we need willpower, but we should normally be able to get it as well. But basically, just know that if I don't get willpower during a level up, I'm re-rolling. Even if the only things I get are dexterity and willpower, it's kind of important for me to, for characters to class up here. But, we did not get endurance, so we're gonna re-roll here. And we're gonna re-roll again. And off we go. So, what do we want to do this time? We do have Elan. He's over there! No, I forgot about him! So, the funny thing I did in my first playthrough is that, so if you didn't notice, Elan starts as a defender. I ended up actually making him a a priest, and I think I'm gonna do that again here. So, we can also immediately get High Mage. But, and I forgot I can't train people yet, but... Oh, you know what? Yeah, we'll do basic training. It's gonna take them a while to heal. Actually, I'm going to force heal Lorraine here. But, aside from that, let's check our assignments as well. Also, don't we have a time limit on this? No. I have missed Elan once, basically. That's all I'm trying to say. But, otherwise, everyone else is doing other stuff. And if he fails, so be it. It's not the worst thing in the world. But it would be nice. So, let's find out how good my RNG is, because everyone else is going to sit here and heal for a moment. Could patrol the roads. You know what? Yeah, because if we're sitting here anyway, we might as well have them patrol the roads. That being said, I do like to give my adventurers a day of rest before moving on. And the reason I do that is because I'm trying to cycle their mood. So if you just do back-to-back quests over and over and over again, usually what ends up happening is you go negative. Now, you can control it to such a way in which that doesn't happen, but then you're just burning through gold, in which you can also argue back, well, Jordan, for veteran, these are veteran players, veteran players will probably say, well, Jordan, you're going to have a bunch of money anyway. And to that, I say, yeah, you're right. But I just realized I do not have enough money anymore. So, yeah, because I want these people to heal. I can forego healing here, but do I really want to do that? Guess we're gonna find out, because I'm not gonna be able to use all these accessories anyway. Actually, on the topic of accessories, I might as well equip everyone with accessories. Now, what's unfortunate is that we can't really do much else with what we have, but gotta do the best anyway. So, might as well get, you know what, accuracy. The adventure manual is such a time saver, but anywho, yeah, Elon's not gonna come in the party yet, so it's fine. What I'm trying to say, though, here is, you know what? Actually, I should just give Elon accessories just to make sure. So, that, and then, hit points. Then we sell everything else, basically. Although, that being said... I made a mistake. What am I trying to say? Something. Anywho. Moving on. We're probably just going to sit here for another week or two. In fact, if I'm going to do that, I might as well just give them time off. That way, we can at least take a mood increase while we're waiting here. Medical plants would also be nice. Because that healing will make a difference. I kind of timed that wrong, but hey. It's fine for the moment. So, as we get some level ups here. This increases my wage, yes, but it also makes the assignments a lot more consistent, which I do need. So, yeah, off we go. And so after this rest here, we're going to send our adventurers out once more, and that's probably going to be the video. So, yeah, away I go. So, we're going to do a little rolling save here. Again, as I normally do for most of my games, but I'll advise people, well, I'll say to do this too, is, yeah, roll your saves. Pretty important. Actually, we could rush this. The elite counters will be interesting as well. I don't have enough gold. So, what we're going to do is do this. We shouldn't really need the shovel. We should be good enough here. So, yeah, let's take our 10 and we go. We're going to bring every potion here, by the way. And off we go. But yeah, it's very likely one of these elites could pose a problem for me, which is why I'm going to save it. Again, the soft rule for just, at least for now, or at least in this first run, is that if a character dies, we're reloading. Now, that kind of removes kind of the point of how the settings are set, but if that was the case, I would just play an Iron Man run if I really wanted to stay that way. So, shrug, right? But anywho, I just realized here that we don't have stealth still. And in fact, I probably could have taken points, but it's too late now, so we do our best, and we do our best. This is really bad. Oh, this is really bad. This is really bad. Can we reach one of these? No. Well, yeah, that's not great. Also lowers accuracy. That makes me sad too. But not much I can do about it for the moment. This thief is probably gonna about to get swarmed here, which is not what I want to see. But hey. Okay, we dodged. 9% dodge, thankfully. Or is that more? Yeah, 9% dodge. 92 to 91. But yeah, we should be able to do this. Our priest can actually do damage here, which is going to be a very important thing for efficiency's sake. I actually don't think we have the... Oh my goodness, we can't one-shot these graves at the moment. That makes me so sad. Unless we crit, but that wasn't guaranteed to happen. And we're going to continue losing BP because screaming. So, we'll do our best. We still have to get rid of these zombies, but boy, oh boy, does this hurt. We'll try to throw Maxwell in the middle, but I don't think they'll take the bait because enemies are a bit smart. Let's find out, though. Yeah, so, I mean, these zombies are close to Max, or to the knight, to Eleanor here, but as you can see, we're still being attacked here. So, we need to get these Shriekers out of the way. The boss, however, might still need to wait, but the point is that getting rid of one of the non-boss Shrieker will help out with resources. Unless I miss, but... Okay, thankfully we haven't missed yet. But we are still in some trouble because we're getting this boss Shrieker shrieking at us, and that's not cool. Yeah. So, should get rid of a grave, but let's get rid of enemies while we can. A period. That's the end of the sentence for the moment. And that's a zombie fight, but normally wouldn't have to worry too much about this as we just take damage in the face, but oh my goodness, the damage. Yeah, we're just gonna have to lose an extra 10-20 BP here. That's not what I want to do, but it's what we're probably gonna have to do. Yeah, let's continue. Let's at least get rid of these. I probably should have dagger thrown to this weaker zombie here, but but yeah, let's actually get rid of some enemies here. Can I stun this zombie for a moment? Would be nice. Hit you over into the and another Shrieker to do some damage, and Shield Bash costs 2. I miscalculated. In fact, I accidentally did the thing. At least we're guaranteed to hit. Yeah, and I was about gonna say, if I don't get the stun, I would have been very sad. But, yeah, thankfully we haven't been missing so far. So, hey, and we're just gonna cleave these graves. Hopefully we high roll both of these. Okay, good. And away we go. We'll stand in front of the mage here, just so that we don't lose anyone. Get shrieked again. But we need to get rid of these graves. I mean, I was going to miss one of those, but would have been nice not to. Otherwise, yes, 1 heal from a priest should immediately get rid of 1. Actually, I can get rid of these enemies here. So, you know what? We should have just been doing that. Getting rid of every enemy on the map will make it so you can ignore the graves. For those who don't know or forgot. Again, might as well talk about something while I'm autopiloting through this. Nope, didn't want to do that. I can only move 3 spaces. That makes me sad, but hey. More BP gone. Now that grave's in the way, but shouldn't really matter when we have a priest and a knight about to smack the only remaining enemy. We are going to burn the BP here, though. Because just in case everything misses here, that would not be good. But yeah. So you noticed I took an explore area map, so I could have tried to ignore that, but because it was an elite, I wanted to pick something up. What did we get from that, actually? Not much. So actually the elite was... Unless we could have gotten more gold... Oh... Well... This is going to be interesting. That's going to be interesting. We're going to run here. Wait, do we need to run? No, we don't need to run. Okay, I was going to say, if there's a Shrieker, I was going to run. Could have been really dangerous. So, Kristen, heal, please. We have enough, yeah, we have enough for 2 heals, but we definitely need a rest after this encounter. Shrug, that's all I have to say at the moment. You can't, I was about to say, you can't reach me, right? Can't reach you either, but hey. And away we go. We're going to stand here for the moment. And we have to take a moment to go up, to walk forward. And off we go. So, for today, yeah, we don't really get... I think they have physical resistance up, right? No? I just don't do a lot of damage? Alright, cool story. Well... Either way, we want to try and get as much damage in as possible. Yeah. We'll have the priest stand in front. We should be able to get rid of every enemy before any of them respawn, is what I'm trying to say. Unless I miss an attack, but that's a different problem entirely. Yeah, and Mountain Core helping me get extra attacks or skills in, which is really, 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 really helpful. So, hopefully we don't miss. I don't want to use any more BP at the moment, so yeah, we'll do our best. Now, if we get absolutely mobbed here, this could be bad. But for the moment... Oh, you're just going to ignore that and just go in, I see. Yeah, we just need to go all out and see what happens. Kristen has no more healing spells, so we just have to go all out. And yeah, hopefully we never miss. It would be really, really bad if we miss. That's what I'm trying to say. So yeah. Chain attacks would help out, but that's RNG. Oh my goodness, the damage. Someone kiss my boo-boo. So yeah, now we need to hit every single attack. Not being worth getting shaken, but we'll try. Are we going to be able to do this? I can burn BP with Rod. But right after that... we'll guarantee this attack as well, and if Eleanor can guarantee this attack, I think we're out. Yeah, okay, good. Yeah, if this is a clear area quest, we would have been in a bit more trouble, but that's not the case, so hey. So yeah, off we go. Do I want to interact with that event? I guess we're gonna find out. So, roll our saves. Be a big coward, but I mean, if you're not playing on Iron Man, please do everything in your power to make things a lot better. Ooh, do I want to roll this? We're gonna try. We're gonna try. And off we go. 1 wisdom, and I think something else. Yeah, so a rare question mark? Yeah, rare. 10% 10% accuracy, 5 crit. Yeah, we'll take that. 5 dodge, 10 accuracy, yeah. Basically replacing that accessory. Otherwise, ancient artifacts. Is that just a replacement for other stuff? Well, I guess we'll see. Let's just try to complete this quest now. I don't feel... Oh, there, we can't loop-de-loop this. Or we can't... That's gonna be a bit troublesome. I think we can get past this. Just gonna take the BP here. Although, no, actually recovering SP would be important as well. But mostly BP. This is gonna be BP. So, yeah, off we go. Yeah, Shrieker boss is not... It's not something I want to fight at the moment. So we're gonna go back the other way. Unless we can bait this farther back. Oh, there's another enemy there. So basically... Oh, well, we might as well explore this so we can get extra stuff. But what I'm trying to say is, yeah, on Iron Man, I can see a lot more quests failing, especially since you don't have the power of saving and loading. Let's just kite this enemy here. Do we have enough food for this? Or do we have enough stamina for this? Stamina, right? Yeah, stamina. I guess we're gonna find out. We have to go left. Yeah, we should be able to pass this quest. Oh, I was about to say, continue to explore. We'll open this really quickly and then grab this and leave. And that should pretty much be the video for today. I don't think even in the... Because I need to level up more. I basically want to be at level for the next set of quests. Because obviously I know what's going to happen. But essentially, if you need... if you want simple advice from me nearing the end of this video here, as I move my medicine over, that was the sound of prescription medicine. Hold on, let me focus for a moment. Yeah, strength. You are already high mage, although I'm pretty sure I did not give you guys any skills yet, which I need to do. Intelligence, wisdom, yep, we got that. And strength, endurance. So, I forgot what I was saying. Hey, I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh yeah. Yeah, basically you want to be 3 levels, so whatever quests they give you, you want to try to make sure you're level 7 or 8, or 2 or 3 levels. You're 2 or 3 levels above on very hard mode, or above, basically. I'm sure you can get by just fine without it, but I would not recommend it. So, yeah, if I don't spend this gold on upgrades, I should be spending it on perk points. Because boy, oh boy, do I need some of these. But, what exactly? Probably just shield training? No. Yeah, because as great as it would be to kind of save on things, I do want Art of War, but I think it's better to take, yeah, Attack of Opportunity and Counter. Yeah, Counter. As for the Mage, we definitely want to specialize in one of these. Normally, I like taking Earth, but I think in this instance, I'm going to go Lightning, because usually I just want it for the range anyway, but also Spell Penetration, so I do more damage. What are we doing? Lorraine, you, for the love of everything, you need to take Shadow Step. Accuracy would probably be a good idea as well. But otherwise, extra damage on Dirty Fighting would be great too. Now we take Pathfinder, but... How long is this going to take? 5... I forgot how many skill points you get in one run, but it's going to be... I think we get another skill point, so... Yeah, we can wait here. Because as great as it would be to reduce damage, we don't particularly need it. Now, funny enough, on my first run I did use Art of Protection 1 a lot, but that usually means you're not going to take 2 because you only have so many skill points. That's what I've been trying to say the whole time. Take Pathfinder, attack increase, and basically counter. Attack of Opportunity, we're not going to really have Eleanor try to stop people. It would be nice, but we don't have the time for it. we don't have enough skill points to get everything I want to take. So, yeah, without further ado, I think that's going to be what I stick with for the moment. We're not going to heal Andrews. We're just going to let them rock here for a moment. Although, we do probably want to help farmers out. So, Kristen... Oh, I think I took Amelia with me normally, too. Whoops. Well, too late now. We have to wait. No, we can't. We have to take them now. So, Maxwell... Rod and Priest. No, Eleanor. This can wait though, so we let that rock, and we're just gonna let the days pass, and that'll probably be the end of the video. So if you have anything to say, any questions to ask, although I'm not the most knowledgeable in our adventuring guild, if you want to give advice, I'm open to advice as well. I was supposed to change Elon to the priest class, which is gonna be a bit weird. Oh no. I normally check that, but we're gonna change Elon to a priest because he's gonna be one of our main party members, and then we're going to stick here for a moment. So, without further ado... oh, goodness. Pain. Wow, we don't have enough money anymore. We could sell these accessories, but I don't want to keep doing that if possible. So, yeah, again, as we close out the end... or as we close out this video and reach the end, if you have anything to say, you know what to do. If you want to support me, you know what to do. Otherwise, if you have any suggestions or want to see something particular, again, let me know what you want me to do. And I will at least think about it. Although, obviously, I have my own plans for myself anyway. So, hey... that being said, oh boy, these things hurt. We do have assignments, I think. Yeah, we do. So, that makes me really sad. I guess instead, because we need the gold, we can send our main team, quote unquote. They could fail that, but we need that. We need the gold right now. And off we go. The click and clack of my mouse. But yeah, without further ado, should be seeing the end screen sometime soon, and I'll stick here. Again, these are all basically stream-based recordings, which means I just record and don't edit at all. And if anything happens in between, then I'll edit it. And that's why the things in brackets will say a stream-like video, or just short video sometimes. But yeah, I'm gonna keep playing. This is gonna be a long game, by the way, in terms of if I'm doing this every day. It's still going to take a long time. But that's what I kind of tuned in for when I decided to play our adventuring guild. So yeah, without further ado, thank you for watching, and I will see you when I see you. If you have, again, as always, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, criticism, advice, you know what to do. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye!